Everyone in? Hi everyone, welcome to the taste session, probably the best session for today. So a very great pleasure once again having you all here. I really hope that you guys will learn something from the session, enjoy the taste, and yeah, please, you want this on dips, Ruman?
I got that.
Okay. So we're going to run through two little very easy dishes. I wouldn't say that they're very simple, but I'm going to simplify them for you. And we're going to concentrate today on a very classical Italian dish, which is gnocchi napolitan. And then we've also got batata Muhammara. So Muhammara is a very traditional, let's say, meze dish for Arabic cuisine. And today we're going to combine potato and Muhammara together to give you a fantastic flavor and taste, which can also be a fantastic cold meze that you can serve in your restaurant. Very simple, very easy to make. So we're going to concentrate today on three products for you. First of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about our Kannur mashed potato. This is a fantastic product. This product, we grow all our potatoes in Germany. They're sustainably grown for you. So every year they will rotate the potatoes so that we give the soil some time to recoup and get all the nutrients back so that you have a really high quality potato when we grow them. We use about 15 kgs of fresh potatoes to make this 2 kg box. So what we do is we take the potatoes, we peel them, we cook them, and then we dry them out to make you a Kannur mashed potato flake. So this is what the flakes look like. They actually look like breadcrumbs, so it's not a powder at all. So these crumbs are fantastic not only to make mashed potato, but you can use them for a coating for either chicken or fish to make a gluten-free coating. So you know gluten-free is quite trending at the moment. So this can definitely give you that, instead of using traditional breadcrumbs or a batter, you can use this Kannur potato flakes to make a gluten-free coating for your crispy chicken burgers or when you're frying some fish off, just to give it a nice crust.
So how many kilos of potatoes, guys? Does anyone remember? 15, right?
Great.
Okay. I'm just going to test you throughout
Sure.
the session.
So what we do is we then dry it out, and then you're left over with 2 kgs of this Kannur mashed potato flakes. What you have to do then is, to make the mashed potato, is add 11 liters of liquid. I'm only going to use water today, and that's because we already have milk and butter added for you to this product. You can add your own if you want to make it more rich, but you don't have to. So all the recipes I'm going to do today is without any butter or milk because it's already in the product. And then your 11 liters of water with 2 kgs, this is going to give you a yield of 13 kilos of fresh mashed potato, which is kind of exactly the same as if you had to take 15 kilos after peeling them, cooking them, a little bit of wastage. You're going to get about the same from fresh potatoes as well. So not totally a powdered product, but definitely made from fresh potatoes, so we're going to get a fresh taste as well. To make the mash, very, very simple. Add your water, your liquid, and bring that up to a simmer or a boil. And once it boils, we just want to take it off the heat or switch the heat off and then whisk in our potato. Let it rest for 2 minutes, and then it's done. It's ready. So you can have mashed potato in under 5 minutes in your restaurant. You can portion them out into little ones like this if you're not having it on the menu, but you have portioned. And if you open up the mashed potato and keep it in a sealed container like this, it can keep for up to a month fresh. Just don't keep it in your chiller because it will take moisture. And don't keep it somewhere very hot. So room temperature, we're talking 22 degrees. That's a perfect temperature to keep it. So our water has boiled, and we just want to switch off the heat, which I've already done. Get your whisk ready. While whisking, quickly add in your mashed potato flakes. Make sure all the potato touches the water. That's it. Now you let it rest for 2 minutes, and then your mashed potato is ready. Now you can already see that none of it will come out. That means that it's working. The potato flakes is going to act like a sponge and absorb all that water and rehydrate. So to make the gnocchi, we've got our mashed potato ready, right? So traditionally with gnocchi, what the Italians do is they add a little bit of egg and flour, and that is to bind it. Today I'm going to show you a little trick to make the most soft, beautiful gnocchi you've ever had. And I'm not going to put in egg. I'm going to put in a little bit of choux pastry. Choux pastry is the same pastry used to make eclairs or croquembouche. So a pastry, choux pastry raw. We're not going to cook this. It's going to cook inside the gnocchi. So we just want to take that out, empty out the choux pastry onto your work surface with a little bit of flour. What we also want to do is we want to add a little bit of flavor with some cheese. You can use Parmesan, but because this is gnocchi Napolitan, I'm going to add Pecorino. And Pecorino cheese is almost exactly the same as Parmesan, except it's not made with cow's milk, it's made with sheep's milk. I was going to give you Romano Pecorino. So the Pecorino cheese, you've got your choux pastry, and all we want to do is we've given this enough chance now to rehydrate properly. We're going to bring all the mashed potato together, and there we got the mash ready. Out into the work surface. So when you're making gnocchi, try and work a little bit quick. The potato should be warm or a little bit hot, and that just makes it easier to work with and easier to shape. So we got all our ingredients there. What we want to do is quickly knead it together. Add a little bit more flour if you do need it. Try not to add too much flour, because the more flour you add, the more heavier it becomes. So if you do add egg, like I said, which is very traditional, you have to add more flour. This way, you don't have to add too much flour, and that means you're going to get a much lighter tasting gnocchi.
So, Chef, if we were to make this from scratch, like from real potatoes, how long would this whole thing take?
So, as you can see, I've already got the dough, which is very quick. I've done this in under 10 minutes. With fresh potatoes, I would obviously have to roast them off in the oven or boil them. And if I boil them, that just means I have to add more flour. It becomes more heavy. That process takes about 45 minutes to an hour. With this, you can make your gnocchi really quickly, really efficiently. No wastage, no peeling potatoes. And that's the great benefit. And because it's made from real potato, you're not going to get a really artificial taste. So there we have our dough ready. Portion that up. These are very handy tools, your little pastry cutter. And roll out your potato dough by hand, using your hands like that, into a long little stick. And we can divide that up into two, make it a little bit easier to work with. And now just quickly flour gnocchi again, flour this, and we don't have it to stick. The size is up to you. You guys can make them smaller, you can make them bigger. I'm just going to keep them a little petite, and this is the tasting portion. You will also have quite small gnocchi. And now important, what you can do is you can roll this with either a fork or you can use the back of a grater. What I'm going to do is just use my pinky and make a small little hole, so this will hold the sauce very nicely, kind of like what a pasta shell will do, and just make little indents into your gnocchi. Those are ready. So what we want to do is we get this ready with a little bit of water. And we want to bring those to the boil, and then we're going to have the gnocchi ready. And while we get that ready, I want to talk to you a little bit about the next product which we're going to do. The next one we're going to do is also using the mashed potato again, and a little bit of our lime seasoning powder. Lime seasoning powder is a fantastic product, and I love this because it's made with real limes again. Not an artificial taste. These limes, we use about 6 kgs of limes to make this, plus minus 86, depending on the size of your limes. So about 86 limes into this packet. And this is fresh lime. So this juice, all you have to do is add your water. For every 1 spoon or 1 cup of lime powder, seasoning powder you use, you add 3 parts of water. And that's going to give you, this one packet's going to give you 1.5 liters of fresh lime juice. Let's get our gnocchi into the water. while that cooks. So here we have the lime. And I'm going to do batata muhammara for you. So I've already got ready here some mashed potato, which we've done already. I've got some here for this, for the muhammara, and it's going to be a very simple process. What I want to do is, muhammara is very traditional. It's made with roasted peppers, some walnuts, also a little bit of olive oil, very important, a little bit of pomegranate molasses, and we use the lime seasoning powder, and that's going to give you that taste of sour and sweet together, which is very important in Arabic cuisine. What we've also added to this is a touch of chili. So shatta, which is your chili paste. So what we want to do is we just want to add some of this muhammara paste into our container. And then we want to add our mashed potato. Add the mashed potato. And we just want to mix that up. So combine the muhammara and the potato together. And that's going to give you our cold meze. So that's almost ready. Before we finish that off, I want to finish off the gnocchi, which is ready there. We need a little bit of sauce with the gnocchi. And we've done a very special sauce for you today. And that sauce is using our Kannur tomato Pronto, which is this product here. Probably my favorite product in our whole range. And why it's so special is because it goes through a beautiful journey. So the Kannur tomato Pronto gets grown for us by a co-op with farmers in the Emilia-Romagna region in Italy. We don't outsource any tomatoes. They grow exclusively for us. And the farmers will go out in the morning around about August, September time when it's harvest season. They will pick the tomatoes and they will go to the factory directly. So within 6 hours from the vine to the factory, the cooking process starts. We peel the tomatoes, we take out the seeds, and we cut it into a concassé cut. Then we start to cook the tomatoes with a little bit of onion, a little bit of oil, sunflower oil, salt and sugar. And within 24 hours from the vine to this can, it's ready. So you're going to get the most freshest tomatoes in a can that you can here in the Middle East. 24 hours or less, that's our guarantee to you. And we use a minimum of 3 kgs of tomatoes to make this 2 kg can. How do we do that? Obviously removing the skins and the seeds, and after cooking time, a little bit of moisture loss, you're left with this ready sauce. So what I've done with you in this sauce is I've taken the Pronto, a few olives, a little bit of capers, touch of garlic, basil and oregano, and we're just going to heat it up. So this sauce can be ready for you within 10 minutes, where traditional tomatoes will take about an hour, canned tomatoes will take about 45 minutes. This is why this product is very, very different.
So it's, Chef, it's ready to eat from the can, right? Because it's just pre-cooked.
Yes, so that's what pronto means in Italian. It means ready. So tomato prontos, just exactly what it says on the tin. It means it's tomato that's ready.
And does it have any seasonings like salt, pepper?
A little touch of salt, a little touch of sugar, a little touch of vinegar just to balance that tomato flavor.
Anyone here have an Italian restaurant or they're serving Italian dishes? No? Pizza. Chef, can we use this tomato pronto to make pizza base sauce?
Absolutely. So I love using this as a pizza base because I take it straight from the can. I add a little bit of basil, a little bit of garlic. I blend it up and use it straight onto the pizza. So that's the gnocchi ready. The only thing that's left to do is add a little bit of mozzarella. A few pieces of buffalo mozzarella, my favorite cheese. And then don't forget a little bit of basil and some garnish. And there we have a gnocchi, ready in under 20 minutes from scratch. So very few products that can do that for you on the market. And using our mashed potato and our pronto, that's what you can achieve. Chef Jean is going around, he's handing out some samples. so you guys can taste and let me know what you think of that. So who's tasted the gnocchi so far? Anyone? Ah, okay. So Muhammara, what we've done so far, we've mixed the potato, we've mixed the roasted pepper puree with the chili, the dips rumman, and the olive oil, and the walnuts. And that's what Chef John has served for you already. So I'll serve a little bit more into our dish here. You can go the very traditional way of plating, or you could just use a piping bag in there. To make that beautiful shape like hummus, you just use the back of a spoon, go around to make that beautiful little well that everyone does on the hummus. That works extremely well for the Muhammara. What we're going to do is finish up with a little bit of crushed walnut, touch of olive oil, and then again your pomegranate molasses. And that's going to give you a lovely balanced flavor of, like we said, the sour and the sweet, which is very important in Arabic cuisine. We've got all that lovely roast pepper flavor with a bit of cumin, some chili, and then obviously the lime seasoning, which has given us lots of great flavor, and then the potato. So Muhammara traditionally has no potato in it, but what we've done is we've combined the two. It's going to give you a fantastic taste, as well as help to reduce some of that cost. Batata Muhammara, that's two different things come together, which I think is a nice modern way of fusioning something very traditional Arabic. Who here has tasted it? You did? What did you think, Chef? You like the flavor, right? Really simple. So if you look inside your bags, this recipe is there for you already. So you can go and you can try it, get some of this potato, some of the lime, and then you can do it yourself as well. Any questions so far on the Muhammara or the potato? Anything you guys would like to know? Anything extra? Choux pastry. So choux pastry is, if you've ever had an eclair, it's made from choux pastry. Very simple. It's made with water and butter, heated. Mix in your flour, cook it out for a little bit, then add in a touch of salt and egg yolk, and then you have your pastry ready. Inside your bag, there is a recipe for the gnocchi as well, and there is also a small recipe for the choux pastry. Not very technical to make, but slightly difficult because of the technique. Yeah, you need to take it step by step in the right way, but it's inexpensive to make, and choux pastry is very, very, very inexpensive, but lovely flavor. And that's what's going to give you this light, lovely gnocchi melt in your mouth feel.
But Chef, for the gnocchi, you can also use eggs, you said, right?
You can use eggs. Egg yolks are better to use. Why I don't always use eggs is you have to add extra flour because it becomes very wet. And this means that you're going to get a heavier gnocchi. Not a bad thing, but that just means that it's not as light or melt in your mouth or as soft as what it can be. So Chef Jean is going around with the gnocchi. That's got the Napolitan sauce, with a little bit of capers, olives, touch of basil and oregano. And that's the gnocchi that you have there as well.
Some burgers now are made buns with, they call it
Potato bun, yes.
Yeah, this can be done.
Absolutely. We do have some customers who buy this potato flakes and they make it inside their dough. So we do have some people that use this potato flakes for that.
Do you have any recommendation about the ratio, how much food for each kilo?
So what they do is they use very little. So I'd probably say about 120 grams into your 1 kg mixture of flour, and then you add your water and things like that. So for every 1 part of potato,
10%.
yeah, 1 part potato, 10 parts of flour, plus minus. What they also do is I see is they add a little bit of coloring or a touch of turmeric to give that beautiful yellow color, or they use a bit of egg yolks to enrich it as well. But they become very, very soft when you make the potato bun. They're actually quite delicious.
Here, how much the ratio, chef, you put for the dense potato water? How much?
Very, very good question. So for every 1 kilo, right, I put 6.5 parts of water, plus minus. Yeah. So for every 1 kilo, sorry, that's 5.5. So 5.5 parts of water, 1 part of potato. If I use 1 cup,
1 kilo potato, you put 550 grams water.
500, 5 kg, 500 grams of water. Yeah, 5.5 liters. Okay. So that's going to give me 6.5 total from 1 kg.
5 kilo. Now can you repeat, please?
1 kilo potato, 5.5 liters of water or liquid. You can use any liquid you want. Milk, water, it's up to you. You don't have to. You're just going to get a more rich potato flavor. Great questions.
Any other comments, guys, chefs?
Chef, what did you
tried-
think of the gnocchi? Yeah. Yeah, so that's where the choux pastry is a really great trick. So you don't use too much flour, and it's going to keep the gnocchi nice and light, and kind of the melt in your mouth is what you're looking for. So that's very easy to make the gnocchi as well.
And I like your technique to put a small finger
Yeah, to keep the.
out of the box make. Congratulations.
Thank you, chef.
Okay,
I-
just to let you know, if you like these ideas, if you find them inspirational, please do go to our UFS.com, because Chef Mark is always posting recipes and tips and things like that. So if you found, like, for example, the batata muhammara, like an exciting dish, please go to our website. You're going to love all the content that we have there. Great recipes. We put a lot of work into them.
So we did a whole campaign about Italian, and by the end of this, is the Italian recipes I think already uploaded onto the recipe at the beginning of this onto our website on the beginning of this month. So there is not only this gnocchi recipe, but many other ones that we've done, concentrating on this tomato pronto. So every month we will put new recipes on there, and so far I think we got over 300 recipes on our website.
The choux pastry is not your product. You should prepare it. Am I right?
Yes,
Choux-
we don't have it ready.
It's not a ready product, no. Choux pastry will only last about 24 hours in the chiller because of the egg. The egg will not make it last very long. But it's not too difficult to make.
I just have a question to you guys, which is on the trends that are, that you're seeing from your diners, be it around, healthier recipes or vegetarian. Are you guys seeing those trends as well, like from the diners? What's happening, like in your outlets? What are you noticing? Because that will also help us, when we're coming up with the content, come up with the right things that are suitable for your needs.
It depends on the outlet actually. I mean, people actually select an outlet to dine in, looking at the concept of the restaurant.
Yeah.
So they know what exactly the concept is, and that's why they come and dine to the restaurant. And mostly they do not ask for a healthy dish or anything. But again, people are health conscious and they look into the fat content and things like that. That's on the chef how to tackle it.
So you're saying there is a lot of competition, right? There's a lot of restaurants out there, so you need a unique concept that will actually attract them through the door.
You need a unique concept, yes, but if you just look into the healthy concept, I think
It's not enough. Vegetarian? No. Is it something that's not picking up yet?
still not gone out of the meat eating and habits.
Okay.
Possibly another 10 years down, maybe.
And also, like, in terms of challenges in your kitchens, like, what are kind of the biggest challenges that you're facing? Because, as you know, Unilever, we're not just about selling you the products, it's also offering you solutions that will help in the kitchen. So, for example, we're very active when it comes to food safety, and we work a lot with Dubai Municipality, and now we just launched an online food safety training program last week. So it covers the basic HACCP principles in a very light and animated way through 13 videos, which are now available on our site, fully supported by Dubai Municipality. So we realized that it takes chefs a lot of their time to train staff who keep, the turnover is high. There sometimes are language barriers. We have to keep training and training. So we understand those challenges, and that's why we try to offer the right solutions. So anything else from your side that you think companies like Unilever, they can help you?
You mean to say that the food safety, the HACCP principles, and it's all on your website?
Yeah, so now we have a 13 video training program. They're short, but they're covering like the basic principles, and they also cover like personal hygiene tips and all those things. So we have them in Arabic and in English, so feel free to check them out. They're absolutely free. Just have to sign up.
Your full range, where if somebody wants to see your full range of products,
Yeah.
can find it.
So the first amazing place is in your goodie bags. So we have the product brochure in the goodie bags. You can also find them on our website. We have a lot of very interesting YouTube videos that we have video selling stories. You can look at each product and why is it good. Just a very quick, you know, a 1-minute video demoing the product. So yes, it's everywhere. So UFS.com links you to your IP address, so it knows where you are. Here, if you put UFS.com, it goes to the Arabia site. So Saudi, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Bahrain. They're all available, and I'm very excited to tell you that we're soon going to have an e-commerce platform launching in November, so you can just order online through any of our distributors. You select from the drop-down the distributor, and no more hassle of talking on the phone or ordering, you know, by email. You just go to the web shop, and you'll be able to order your products.
If you are the seller and you are so kind, really, we miss you.
Oh, I'm not in sales. Yeah, no, I'm in marketing. But obviously, if you need any, yeah, thank you. Any other questions, guys? Anything for Chef Mark? You want to ask Mark anything?
I was asking him about the new seasoning powder. What more about it?
Very good. So as I mentioned, for every spoon or every cup, whatever you use of this powder, just add 3 parts of water. So 1 spoon of powder, 3 parts of water, that's going to give you your lime juice. 1 packet here is going to give you 1.5 liters of lime juice. If you need something that's not strong, because lime can be very strong, and a lot of people use lemon in this market, I add 2 more spoons, and that's going to give me more lemon taste. So for this, can make about 2.3 liters of lemon juice from 1 packet, which is very, very cost effective for you. This product is coming from Malaysia, and it's a halal certified, like all our products are all halal. So always be assured that all the products that we bring here to this market will always be halal and from halal. So this is pure taste of lime, right? And we use real limes to make this. Obviously, we do add a little bit of other dry stuff. A little bit of sugar is added as well. But it's made from real limes, just like this is made from real potatoes. This is made from tomatoes. So whenever we design a product, we try and use real ingredients in everything we do. And yes, it's convenient, but it is more an ingredient than just a convenient product.
So, Chef, what can we make with it? Sorry.
So that's good. Obviously, lime juice we can use for marinating of things, but what's very popular, and we see a lot of chefs doing is, and restaurants, is lemon mint drink. This makes an amazing lemon mint drink, and it's really, really simple as well. Once you make this lime juice, you can keep for 3 days in the chiller, so it's going to give you a little bit longer shelf life than making the fresh one. The juice. The juice itself. So once you mix with water for 3 days in the chiller, once you open this packet, just keep it sealed. Keep it in your dry store for up to 1 month. It's fine. This one here, again, once you open the packet, just keep it sealed with plastic wrap and keep it in the dry store for up to 1 month. Never put these in the chiller, because what happens is it will take all the moisture in the air, the humidity, and it will pull it inside the product and it will spoil it very, very fast. So always keep it in the dry store. Room temperature is good. Tomato Pronto, once you open the can, always put it into a plastic container and keep that in the chiller for maximum up to 5 days. But it's important to take it out of the can. If you don't take it out the can, you're not even going to get 1 full day. Okay? So guys, I think we have a few questions for you.
Yes.
Right?
So for the fun part, before the fun part, because we have a very fun part coming up, just want to remind you guys that outside you can proceed to our sales booth and take the coupon page, which will give you discounts on our top 10 products. Feel free to avail this. It's only available till 31st of August. You can redeem from Chef Middle East, MH, or Transmed. So it's like 20% off So please make use of it. And also, if you're really enjoying the event and you're taking lots of good pictures, feel free to post them online and hashtag UFS Smart Kitchen. That's the hashtag. And for the fun part, I want to see who has been listening to Chef Mark, because poor Chef Mark spent a lot of time talking and he was preparing for today, and we want to just make sure that you guys, listen to what he was saying. So I'm going to be asking 3 questions, and the winner of the question who answers right will be getting a city center voucher to splurge in the mall. I want you guys to, if you know the answer, to say it loud and clear and also raise your hand so that it's easy for us to know who's the winner. Okay? So I'm going to hand over to Mark to ask the first question.
Right, so first question is, does anyone know how many kgs of tomatoes we used in this can? Yes, madam.
6 kg.
Thank you very
I
much.
heard it first there.
Yeah, but she had her hand up, and I asked her. So she gave us 3 kgs, and
Okay, because
it
she
gives
gave
us two-
extra information.
2 kgs in a can.
Okay, well done. Okay, next question.
Right, so let's move on to lime. Who can tell me how many limes, plus minus, do we use to make this 1 packet of lime juice? You had your hand up first, yes, tell me. 86 is the right
Well
answer.
done. Last but not least.
Kannur mashed potatoes. So we have the mashed potato flakes, and they're grown in a specific country. I'd like you guys to tell me from which country they are, but as well, we add 2 extra ingredients to this that you don't have to add. So I need to know the country of origin, and I need to know the extra ingredients that we've added in there. Chef, yes, you had your hand up first. France is wrong. I will accept butter and milk. Yes.
German, 15 kg of fresh potato, make it as 2 kg of flakes, and then 2 ingredients inside is milk and butter.
Which country does it come from?
Germany.
Okay, well done.
Well done. Good job.
Okay, so congratulations. Thank you, guys. Don't forget to get your vouchers, right? You can place an order today with the guys. And these vouchers are only for you because you attended. So thank you very much from my side. Thank you for attending the session. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day with the other session that you will attend later. Thank you so much.
Thank you.